control versus Artex. Shot. Yeah, I'll keep this one. Great start to the day. Do I need to keep up Spell Pierce? On the opponent's turn 2. Let's do it. Let's see what I have on the top of my deck. A charm is okay. I'll keep it. Now, even though the opponent has like the Necro and hands full, but I have a lot of counter magic, so I can counteract. Dig through time. Might be a little early for that. 2 cards in the graveyard only. I'm gonna ditch it. Do I need to keep up push? I think Spell Pierce is fine for now. I can drop the Sewers. Bowmasters is okay. So I'm glad I kept those, because Bowmasters are a good answer to Bowmasters. Should I? The opponent has 1 mana, so I think I can push here safely. Now I have the charm up and my own Bowmasters. If I could ambush here, if I play the Bowmasters, but then I can't charm and I'm relying fully on Spell Pierce only. But I think 4 mana, I'm kind of okay with Spell Pierce. So hoping that Spell Pierce is enough then. The opponent is doing everything to save this Bowmaster. That's fine. Yep. Hopefully I can counter something. Yes. The One Ring though, do I really care about it? I mean, let's use this opportunity to Spell Pierce. I don't know. I don't know why the opponent is going for the ring. It's at 7. Okay, I can start putting things back on top. The dig through time, for example. That's a good draw as well. So 1, 2, 4, 6, 7 cards in graveyard. Yeah, so let's put the dig through time on top for sure. And I'll have mana drain up, as well as a charm and a push. When does this enter untapped? 3 or more. Creature from your, on the top. Okay, another. Just some Bowmasters. Yeah, sure. If I drain this, I lose the charm. So yeah. Take the charm or the drain. I still have 1 counter spell available. I can push and draw 2. Let's do that. Wait a minute. No, the opponent didn't draw yet, right? So let's hope. Hope the opponent doesn't have another Bowmaster already in hand. Okay, still losing the drown here, but it was worth a shot. Do I want to put something on top here? How many cards do I have? 8 cards in graveyard. So the Drown and Loch does everything, basically. But yeah, playing against a Necropotence is definitely difficult. Oh, the opponent's at 2. I'm just realizing that, actually. Wait a minute. What are they gonna get? The ring? I'm gonna dig here. I can ensure what I draw with the dig by putting something on top. Like a mana drain. So I can take the drain and dig. No, I'll take 2 drains actually. Unfortunately, I don't have another mana available, but okay. Okay, so I have mana to activate the Lurrus for free. I can play it. I can play the Lurrus. Yeah. So play the Lurrus. Keep up mana drain. Wait, I can. Oh yeah, okay, I had the extra mana from the... Play the Bowmasters. Should I have pinged the opponent? Alright, let's go. Opponent has to play... Okay, getting back up again, the Bowmasters. Besiege. Oh, these Inquisitions. Okay, so the opponent now is... Should I even bother draining this? I mean, I get a free mana, basically. I mean, the opponent knows about this. So the opponent can now besiege, or what? Opponent's at 2, yeah. Okay, only going up to 6, so... Okay, so I'm... What do I need to put on top? The mana drain, right? Let's attack. Oh, sorry, not the mana drain, dig through time. Draw the dig. And pass. Right, I can fetch first. I can ensure drawing something. No, I can't. Alright, so let's get this. Wait, what? 2 or more basic? Oh, I don't... Ah, that was a mistake. Okay. Let's hope I don't need that mana. But I don't think I do. I need 2 counter spells here and more. So let's go for the Legion's End. No, let's Drown and Charm. Pre-combat, should I try and steal the token? Or should I take the damage, go down to 2? Thank you. Mute. Go down to 3 and then steal it with while it's tapped. No, well, okay, that doesn't really matter, yeah. Let's go down to 3. One could march it in response, which is what I'm most afraid of, probably. Yeah. Kind of what I expected. So that's why I should have maybe... Ah, no! I can't Lorien because of this. Alright. That's pretty unlucky. No, can't believe I'm losing to this. Bowmasters. Needed a kill spell. Yep. Alright. Go on to the next game. So, I want Thoughtseize, I want Commandeer, Spell Snare, Pithing Needle, that should be enough. Can go a little bit lower on the pushes. It's all right. Okay. Unfortunately it's tapped because this is not an island. But I think I'll keep it. Well, I've decided I will keep it. Well, no turn 1 Necro. Going for the Undercity Sewers. Sauron's Ransoms. I'll keep it. Gonna go for the tapped land now and pass the turn. Another Sewers. I don't need another land. Alright, now I have 2 counter spells up. So now I'm a little bit protected. The opponent only has 1 land, so I'm gonna draw 2 here. Dig Through Time is going to be near impossible to play in this game, actually. I'm okay with the tutor. Prefer to counter whatever comes out of it. Gonna go for another Survey land. That's fine. 3, 4, 5, 6th land here now. I can triple drain. Or I can activate the Lurrus. No, I will just try and drain something first and then use the Lurrus to pay for that. Taking 2. Should I push? get rid of that. Well, now. Alright. Activate this. Play a Thoughtseize. Take the Necro. Take the Necro, counter this, killed that. Alright, I have an answer to all the cards in the opponent's hand for now. The opponent can only play one of those in the next turn for sure. Right? Unless they draw. Yeah. Unless... Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna play the Lurrus. And have one mana to cut only. Oh, and then if I counter something expensive, I don't use the mana drain for this, unfortunately. Then I can use that mana to pay for the dig through time. Alright, now my Lurrus can start attacking. And I have 2 counter spells up each turn. What is that? Another Liliana? Get some mana. Enough to play the dig for 2. Gonna take a charm and gain. Wow, this. Nah, I don't have 2 blue to ditch to that. Sure, take 1 charm. Alright, I still have a charm up. Game. I don't even need to Sauron's Ransom here, just go straight into the attack phase. Alright, on to game number 3. Spell Snare, I don't think so. Not enough. Alright, let's hope for no turn 1 Necro. Yep. And no. Opponent. Oh, I'm so he's gonna be angry. That's good. Let's do this now before the opponent can Bowmaster in response. Can't counter this, unfortunately. Alright, the ring. Okay. Now the next turn. I'd love to Bowmaster in response to the ring's activation next turn, but that's something I cannot do, unfortunately, because the opponent can then just re-Bowmaster, so I'm gonna have to allow it for now. And counter stuff instead. Now, do I want to Bowmaster here? Yeah. I want to keep my mana usage up. Okay. I kind of expected it, but wasn't patient enough there, I guess. And now I draw a Bauble that's not playable. So now I'm a little bit in trouble. Because the opponent can just keep drawing. Go for a Surveil land. Thoughtseize is okay. I'm now starting to go low on lands, unfortunately. We're gonna take the Lily. No, let's take the March. Just need to survive 2 more turns and the opponent will kill himself. That's another way of doing things. Just need to counter the life gain stuff. And, of course, a Sheoldred. Sure. And we'll be dead next time. Liliana is fine.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate it when people touch my things. You won't be outsmarting me.
This one has to get countered. I'll go to 6, but the opponent will lose in their upkeep, right? Okay, trying to draw. Can I do something in response to that? No. I'm just gonna have to hope the opponent doesn't draw 2 life gains or like marches. Yes! Wow, that was definitely a game. It was an unfavorable situation. I played my Bowmasters too early. That was the biggest mistake I did here. This one was discarded. This one I played it too early on turn 2 just to, I don't know, be mana efficient. I should have been more patient. But in the end, I was more patient and actually let the opponent kill themselves with this, only countering exactly what had to be countered to prevent the opponent from gaining life. So, yeah, definitely intense game. Happy to have come out with the win on that one. Let's go on to the next game. Dimir Control versus Turbo Momo 10. I shall like to play first. This looks pretty good. A lot of tapped lands though. But I'll go with it. And okay, this is an island. Okay. I'm okay with that. Alright, this looks like... do I need the mana drain on turn? Basic lands. Do I need the next turn? Do I need next turn? I don't think I do. I'm gonna play another tap land and pass. Alright, yeah. I wouldn't have countered that anyway, so I think I'm good with that. Fully ramping up. Next turn is gonna be big. Search for a land card. Go. No Cavern of Souls. I'm gonna push this. I know there's the Colony Garden, but anyway. 5 cards in the graveyard, so Drown in the Loch is already pretty much available. This is my third. I can put the mana drain back on top. There's no Cavern of Souls, that's super important. Alright, there's the garden. And here comes the Titan. Gonna drain here. Go for a Surveil land. I don't need that. Gain a lot of... alright. Go for a... I think an island is fine now. And play the Lorien. And activate this. And pass the turn. I'm gonna push this. I just want to keep the board as clear as possible in case of natural order, even though I have enough counter magic as well, but you know, the less options the opponent has, the better. Okay, now that I draw the Bowmasters, that seemed not that great, but it's fine. Go for the fetch land. Play this and keep up one counter spell. I think that's the play here. Alright, that's a good for us. Now, there is a Field of the Dead that's starting to get activated here, so I need to be wary of that. That is a problem. If the opponent can sacrifice the Field of Ruin, get a basic land, and then create a zombie at instant speed. I need to be aware of that. So I'm gonna kill this. So that I have to push for the other one. So that I can attack with the Lurrus now. I can see what the opponent draws each turn if I want to. Scrying is pretty counter-worthy. Getting in there for 3 points of damage. Do I want to play? Yeah. I'm gonna Mystic the Drown onto top. Opponent is gonna draw 7 Scrying, which could be a problem if the opponent searches for Cavern of Souls. But due to the Bauble, I drew this now, and I can just counter it. Do I want to drain or just drown in the Loch? I'll drain, because at this point, drown in Loch is actually better than drain. Commit memory plus an island. I mean, a commit is just basically killing one token. The memory is what kills, so let's choose this just to see. Alright, I'll grab a island. Alright. Got 2 mana. Just steal it. Attack. See what the opponent draws first. That's actually also annoying, but I will counter it. I'm just gonna counter everything. That's the turn. I'm gonna fetch now, put the drown on top again. The opponent is drawing too little. Okay, what do I need? Aether Gust. Edict. I can get rid of all the fatal pushes. The Commandeer is not non-gain control, new targets. That's interesting. I think it's more against like discard spells or something. Let's see. I need to get rid of 2 cards. Spell Pierce seems good. I don't need Clean to Dust. Spell Pierce is okay. So going back to a more basic shell of the Dimir control, no new Jace, no new cards except for Mana Drain, of course, because they're just, and it's basically there only for the Lurrus activation mainly, as well as Lorien Revealed. Actually, Lorien Revealed is a great card to sink the mana into. And potentially dig through time, as we saw in the previous match, where I didn't have a graveyard, but I was able to use the the mana drain mana to then play the dig through time. So yeah, those are the main uses. And it's still taking some time to sideboard. War rope. Oh, okay, now there we go. Alright, Gust is good. Loch is not that great. Early game depends a lot on how many fetch lands the opponent is looking at. Was a good draw. I'm gonna still look at my own hand here, my own top card. I'd love another land, but another drain is just, I don't really want to put that in the graveyard, so I'm gonna, I'll get a surveil land, so I'll get another look. Oops. What? I was so expecting the opponent to attack with that Kami that I didn't fetch. And now I'm stuck with this. I would have fetched that. So that was a mistake on my part. I just clicked too fast. But, okay. I have mana drain up. So yeah, that was definitely a mistake. Okay, the opponent's going for more lands in hand. Alright, now I can grab this. I don't think I want Spell Pierce anymore now that I have 2 mana drains. Yeah, that's fine. That's actually fine. I don't need it right now, so I'm gonna play another Sewers. Another drain. Alright, let's just hope there's no Cavern of Souls. That's the only thing that's really gonna wreck me here now. Next turn I have I can play 2 counter spells in a single turn. In the Field of the Dead, if the card count in hand is low, it's actually, and there's only 1 field on the battlefield. That's the most important thing. I have Cranial Extraction in my sideboard, but the field doesn't really land in the graveyard, so there's no chance to do that. So the field is my main enemy here. So I need to, be quick. I'm happy there's 2 Castle Garen breaks, because that counts as 1 land here now, and the forest as well. So, I'm gonna. Do I want 2 Bowmasters in response to that, just to get an extra trigger? What can happen? The opponent's gonna play another land, have 4, and then could actually. No, couldn't activate the castle, right? Because there's no, unless the sunken thing comes into play tapped, so I'm gonna do this. I think the opponent's still setting up here, so I think this is a good opportunity to get in an extra damage and just make my thing beggar to have a quicker clock. Okay, yeah, that was the right choice, but still now I'm facing down problematic situation soon. Alright, there's a Titan. Drain or Gust. Let's Gust this. Alright. Good. So, clean win against Titan. Mana drain definitely interesting versus Titan. Gaining the 6. Don't really. I mean, in the last game, yeah, I was able to use it. But even just, you know, the 3 for the Lurrus is just a bonus you get. Playing a Lurrus for only 2, and then, of course, the Lorien. So, yeah. Let's see how the next games go.
Dimir Control versus Bep1-1. I will keep. I'm gonna take it slow with the Undercity Sewers. I might start to try using Brainstorm a little later. I'm just always inclined to use it early or as early as possible, but actually it's maybe better used to find things once the initial hands have been depleted a little more. Do I want a commit right now? No. That's too mana intensive for the beginning of the game. So my opponent is at least Dimir, if not more colors. Has no Lurrus. Could it be Show and Tell? Opponent only has 2 cards in graveyard, which means currently I wouldn't be able to counter. I mean, now I would have preferred to have the Brainstorm active. Oh, the opponent takes the dig through time. Okay. Well, now I can keep up Drown and then maybe Lorien. And I do need to be careful of Bowmasters, right? So don't want to go straight for just blindly Brainstorm here. I wanted to Lorien, but now I'm not going to because of that mana drain. Now I can Sauron's Ransom, theoretically. Alright, what am I up against? So it is Dimir, it has Shambling Ghast, and it has some discard. Do I need the surgical extraction for something? All right. So boarded in a Commandeer. I really want to try that card. 1 land, 2 digs. That's not keepable. 1 land. Difficult. But I'll try. I don't need the cling. Even though I could Thoughtseize on turn 1, but I don't want to. I need to Surveil to try and find another land. That's the most important thing right now. That's more important than anything else right now. Nope. Well, now I can Thoughtseize. Alright. I'm running negate. Okay, I don't really know what happened there. Gonna add match. Usually I do the 4, but because this one was short and not really representative, I'm gonna, yeah, do an extra one. But let's go on to the next match and see how that goes. Dimir control versus Solnero. Yeah, I have a Brainstorm and 2 Baubles, so I think I can try and keep. Okay, is this a mirror match? Actually, Lorien is fine. Okay, I know what it is now. Only 1 card in the graveyard. There's 2 now. Or close to 2. Have to do it like this. Alright, that's fine. After all this happens, now I will look. Alright, Demonic Tutor. Alright, so I hit my land drops. Oops, but I'm not ready for the opponent to show and tell. Oopsie. I focused too much on my land drops there. Alright, so the opponent can take a Charm or Drown, so I still have 1 layer of protection. Should I Brainstorm? Can the opponent dig through time in response to that? Yes. 1, 2, 3, and then the 5. That's 8. But I can still Brainstorm, and if push comes to shoves, yeah, let's do it. I have a counterspell up, basically. Okay, what I'm gonna do is, though, I'm gonna have this resolve first. And in response to that, I'm gonna Bowmaster. Alright, so, I'll put them on top like this. Keep up 2 counter spells. Get in with another bowmat, or get that bowmaster in there. And pass, keeping mark 2 counter spells and a brainstorm. Alright, the opponent digs. Now I'm realizing that my my Drowning Loch is using effectiveness completely, so I'm actually gonna brainstorm first here. See what I find. Spell Pierce is interesting. Unfortunately not sufficient here. So I'm gonna shuffle away this and this actually. And it's gonna resolve. I can't afford to fight over that right now. And I have my own later as well. The impulse, I could Spell Pierce it, but I'm gonna keep the Spell Pierce for the next turn. Sure. Should I drain that? Yeah. Alright, getting back Thoughtseize. I'm gonna put Mana Drain back on top actually. But then do I want to dig through time? That would have been the question. Alright. Commandeer. Surgical Extraction. Thoughtseize is a difficult one, but I'm gonna take it. Spell Snare. Yeah, let's get a Spell Snare in there as well. Alright, that's it. Get rid of Cling and Push. And go. Alright, the opponent goes first. I'm on one land only, but 2 mana drains, which is an important card in the matchup. Go for a Undercity Sewer. And pass. So how does this work? Commandeer against the Thoughtseize. So I remove this and this. So basically I'm using 3 cards, but the opponent loses 2. But you could steal like a Lorien or something as well. Another's Undercity. I need to find my land drops. Got one. Do I want to slam my Bowmasters here to just get some mana advantage or with anything? Difficult to say. No. Oh wow. I can actually put the Archmage Charm on top. That means I'm gonna miss out on a land drop, but that's not too much. That's not the end of the world. These Bowmasters now kind of counteract the Bauble as well. And now I have a threat. Sure. I'm not gonna play my Bowmasters here just to get like an extra trigger or anything. I definitely want to counter spells up. I could commandeer that, but to what purpose? No. I will commandeer whatever the opponent gets. It's a crazy card. I'm not fully sure how it's gonna work, to be honest, but we'll see. Oh, what? Again I made that mistake. And now I'm gonna have to discard even. Damn it. That was a huge mistake. Oh, I'll commandeer that. Alright, let's do it. Let's commandeer. Exile 2 blue cards. Gonna exile these 2. And take a... Spell Pierce. And a Delta. Now I'm going to be careful not just hit end turn or anything. I'm not even going to play... I'm still not going to play my Bowmasters. Gaining 1 mana here. I can use that to just play my Bowmasters cheaper. Fine. I'm a little annoyed at that. But I do want to be able to play Mana Drain and Spell Pierce in the next turn. Let me turn off these sounds. Alright. Go. Yeah. I didn't even need to fetch, but I'll fetch anyway. Alright, that Commandeer onto the opponent's dig through time was quite nice to see. So basically, yeah, gain control of a spell. So basically, any non-creature spell, it's just as if you cast it, and only if it has some targets, then you can choose new targets, and it's free. Of course, the price is 2 blue cards, but in this scenario where I countered the dig through time, I replaced those 2 cards anyway. So, yeah, definitely a powerful card to have. I guess the one-off in the sideboard is enough. Dig through time, in that case, it was worth it. I used only the Commandeer to exchange for the opponent's dig, and I replaced the 2 cards by doing it. The other card you could counter is Lorien Revealed. Treasure Cruise, those are amazing targets. Countering a counter spell with it is not really worth it. So it's usually cards that draw, like an iteration, stuff like that, which gains card advantage. Thoughtseize also works because you steal the Thoughtseize. So basically, it's the 2 cards that you exile that kind of are the disadvantage, because whatever you steal is a 1-for-1. Actually, no, because you use your card, you trade your card and cast the opponent's spell, so you do get the effect. So what you're trying to do is replace those 2 cards. If you steal a Thoughtseize, you are extracting 3 cards of yours for 2 of the opponent's. So it's actually more of a disadvantage. But the impact can also be high, you know. So maybe it's a card at disadvantage, but the impact you get is high enough to make it worthwhile. I mean, if it's a kill spell, you could also redirect it at another creature, and then that's also more advantage gained. So, yeah, definitely an interesting card, and gonna see how that works. In this case, it worked like a charm. All right, on to the next game. Dimir Control versus Hawk. Ooh, no. Yes. Get rid of 1 Bauble. Push is fine. This is tapped unless I have 2 more basics, so it's gonna be tapped. So I just have to accept that I have 2 tapped lands. There's a show and tell, so I gotta be prepared. Opponent has no... Not enough cards in the graveyard for my Drown in the Loch to work. So I'm in trouble already. Thoughtseize. Alright, I'm gonna Brainstorm in response to hide a mana drain for sure. And a Drown in the Loch. I'm sure the opponent will fill their graveyard. I mean, now the Thoughtseize is 1. Some other things. I did find... Okay, so now I'm at 4. I have theoretically 4 lands. I'll be careful with fetching. I'll get rid of the Drown, which is something I can still consider, depending on the situation. Demonic Tutor is gonna put the card count to 2. Could be getting Thoughtseize. If I'd play the Bowmasters here, the opponent might Brainstorm in response, but I'm gonna accept that fact. I want to get them out on the battlefield. This can only counter a 2 mana spell right now. but that's okay. I do need... Oopsies! Oh my god, that was a mistake. I had to fetch first. Okay. That was a big mistake. I was just so sure it's gonna come into play untapped. Didn't fetch first. That's on me fully. So now I just have to hope. If that might have cost me the game, actually. Because now if the opponent does Thoughtseize and then shows and tells, then that's it. I would have been able to cast 2 counter spells. Okay. Well... Alright, I was lucky there. I got away with it. With that mistake. Okay, now I can put... Yeah, I'm gonna put the Drown in the Loch on top. Now it's how it should be. That was a decent draw. Pretty good draw. Gotta be careful though. If I don't want to really use it to draw 2 here without backup for Bowmasters. The price of the Bowmasters is just too high. But that was exactly what I needed. A land, especially even better untapped. This deck usually with 2 black mana you're kind of alright already. Now I could Archmage Charm, but if the opponent, there's no need. There's no need. Let's be patient. This I'm okay with. Brainstorm with 2 counter spells ready. I'm kind of okay to do that. Oh, there's a dig through time, which I will mana drain most likely. I will accept the Thoughtseize because if I hide things, the opponent can play something in the same turn. But with 2 counter spells, the opponent can only take 1. Okay, go. Now I can get back the mana drain again. Should I play the Lurrus? But I can then only keep up 1 counterspell, which is not enough for my taste. I want to be able to keep up 2. Now the opponent is going to start to Mystic Sanctuary on there as well. That's obvious. Okay, show and tell. Ooh, hard casting in Atraxa. But that's a good opportunity for me to do this. And put back these 2, which I don't really need at the moment. I can do this. And now I have so much mana, but do I want to... I'll dig end of turn anyway. I'll pay 4 and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So Archmage, I would have gotten an Archmage Charm and whatever else. Alright, this. Commandeer, Spell Snare, getting rid of the pushes, and the Cling to Dust. Do I need... Oh, wait a minute. See? Legion's End and Sheoldred's Edict. Edict, there you could argue for keeping it in. Cling to Dust, not really. But that's, I mean, everything else. Red or green, there's... This could come in handy only against red or green spell. What's green in the deck? Assemble the team. And Veil of Summer. I'll keep, because the opponent is going first. Should I commandeer this? Let's use this opportunity to try that. No, I can't do that. I have to use one of these. And steal the opponent's omniscience. Did find a land without even brainstorming, so that's good. Another one is good. Now I will... Should I fetch first? Yeah, because these are two things I do like. Dig through time. How much cards do I already have? 3. That's a little early for that. Alright, let's hide the Drain and the Bowmasters. Put the Drain on top. I can only steal an opponent's dig through time. For now, that's not really worth it. I might even activate the... No, let's not activate the Lurrus. Should I steal one of the digs? It's just going to make the other digs cheaper. So, multiple digs, they cancel each other out quite a bit. Because you have to delve quite a bit. So that's 5. 5 cards in the graveyard. There's my clock. So I'm taking a small risk here, but I think that was worth it. Should I Thoughtseize here? I don't think so. All right. Going to fetch a Mystic Sanctuary. Get Mana Drain back. Or my own Dig Through Time. Yeah, too much recursion. With that Bauble now just drawing me a card every single turn. So, I mean, yeah, the opponent drawing so many Dig Through Times was obviously unlucky. Commandeering the Thoughtseize was... Yeah, I mean, I think I do go down one card, but still. I think it's still worth it. Because you can exile... I exiled a Dig Through Time, which is... wasn't really playable early on, and Spell Pierce is a card that does lose its use pretty quickly. Well, not that quickly, depending, but yeah, you can exile some cards which are not that, or you anticipate not to be too useful. Interesting card, and definitely worth doing some more testing with. So yeah, 4-0. No, 5-0 even, right? Yeah, 5-0. Dimir control. Definitely, as I already mentioned in one of my previous videos, this is the first deck I played when coming back to Magic Arena specifically, and then going into Timeless. Dimir control. And yeah, it's a deck I really enjoy playing. It has it's like the typical control deck. Counter, kill spell, discard. Everything at instant speed except Lurrus and Lorien. Everything else is fully instant speed. Lorien half as well because it cycles. So, yeah. And then you have the Mystic Sanctuary, which is just an amazing card, really. Just keep recurring those counter spells. Makes the opponents go crazy sometimes. It's not direct card advantage because you only put it on top, but yeah, the selection is just amazing. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have fun. See you in the arena, and peace.